Hey there, beautiful souls, and welcome to today's message. Today I am coming to you on the morning right before we're about to do our next, and I think that makes it our fourth ever Free to Be Me with V weekly Zoom empowerment calls. So I'm very excited to hopefully see some of you guys there. And if you don't know what that's about, I will talk a little bit more about what that group is all about. It's all free. It's all basically for all of us to get together and to band our energies together and start living towards our potential, you know, to start tapping into our higher selves and to be surrounding ourselves with others who are on a similar journey, who can inspire us and we can inspire them to just tap into like who it is that we actually are, what it is that we're actually wanting in our lives, and to have the courage and the confidence to actually go about making that happen. All right. And so every single week we jump on a free Zoom call where it just makes it a little bit more personal, right? Rather than, for those of you who follow these messages, rather than you guys, I don't never get to see you or connect personally and talk to you or see what your journey is about or hear from you. I always love it when you guys are commenting, but it's just taking it that next level, a little bit more personal, and allows us to connect on Zoom, where I can hear about what's going on for you in your life, where you are on your journey. And you get to hear that from other people all across the globe, right? We're in all different countries. I'm here in Australia. We've got people from the UK, Europe, all across the States, and we're all kind of banding together to connect with each other, go shoulder to shoulder on the journey, and basically just live to your highest potential. All right. And so when I get to speak to you and connect with you, I can personify and personalize a lot of my messages so that they can hit you where you're actually at. And so today in our session happening in 9, 10, 11, 12, 4 hours from now, if you're listening to this message live, we're going to be talking in depth about the topic that I'm going to be presenting with you guys today. And so each week I'll give you kind of a message from my heart to yours that can help you to tune into who it is that you are, what it is that you are all about, and what you're courageously wanting to move forward to in your life. And today I want to talk about the topic of energy. All right, I think all of us can feel as though I wouldn't mind a little more energy in my life. And I was just having this conversation this morning with my fiance, and we were talking about, or really he was listening to me talk about what was coming through for me, like recognizing that I have been gassing myself out quite a bit, like and focusing on predominantly physical energy, right? So looking after my health, going to the gym, like all of those things. And what I was recognizing though is that that area of my life is well and truly being taken care of, but at what expense? Because it was feeling as though, I wasn't getting enough, or I'm not right now, getting enough energy generating towards like the really meaningful things in terms of moving the needle forward, in terms of the impact that I want to make that's from a place of real inspiration, and also just, where we want to be as a couple in a year from now, and some exciting opportunities available to us. And I was recognizing, and I don't know if you can find yourself in this as well, how it's so easy to fall into habitual living, right? And in our case, we're really big on health and fitness. We love it. It's a passion of ours, but it's very embodied. It's not something that we have to like push ourselves to do or really think about all our reasons why. It's really an embodied value of ours. And so that's easy, but it can oftentimes take over our lives until we don't have any other time to put energy towards much else, right? Because we're using all that physical energy. And so what I really had to bring myself back to today is something that I teach a lot about, which is your untapped energy source, your untapped fuel source that is your inspiration. Now, this is beyond physical energy. This is the kind of energy that you can tap into when you hit that deeper part in you that knows like, oh, wow, like this would be so exciting, so inspiring to create in my life, to put my energy towards, and all of that sort of stuff. And so when you're out of sync with that, right, and you just live in life and you're not really sure where you're going, you just, you burn out, right? We all have heard of, the 3 o'clock like snooze kind of time, right? And whatever. And what I want to get us back to and remind us of, because this is what I'm doing in my own personal life, is to not fall victim to dependence on physical energy, and instead do the necessary required clarity work to tap into your own inspiration, which is, like I just said, that untapped fuel source. All right. And so today in the Free to Be Me session with V, we're going to go deep into the 9 different categories of how you can recognize when you're in your higher self. And why do we want to get into that higher self? Because that is the place where you tap into inspiration. You're not tapping into inspiration when you're in a fearful place, when you're, have parts within you that just like are afraid to do this and afraid to fail and this and that and blah, blah, blah. That's not where you're going to find your inspiration, but that's where most of us live the majority of our life, just getting to the next thing and the next thing and feeling overwhelmed and stressed out and this thing and that thing and oh, don't want to make a fool of myself over there, or oh, they're judging me over there, or don't want to be rejected, whatever it is. You're never going to tap into inspiration when you're living from those parts, those fearful parts. And so what I want to just share with you guys today is that igniting your energy, like that untapped fuel source of inspiration that's beyond your physical energy, right? It's through becoming authentically inspired. Okay, and so maybe you've had moments, and I'd invite you to just reflect in your life right now and just go, when have I been in a state of kind of flow, right? Where I've been in this state of being where like I actually just like totally forgot to eat or sleep. I could have stayed up all night. I was so engaged in this thing. Whatever it is, right? And if you're lucky enough to have had an experience like that, or maybe several, then what that is alerting you to is alignment with your higher self, with your most centered core self, beyond the fears, beyond the insecurities, and actually tuned into and aligned with who it is that you really are in connection to the all. All right. And when you tap into that centered self, that is where you re-spark your authentic inspiration, right? It's not about depending on motivation by being certain ways that are inauthentic in your external environment that end up burning you out and make you dependent on physical energy. Now you're actually tapping into that untapped fuel source that is limitless, right? And it's all about when you're attuned to that centered self, that authentic self, you tap into inspiration and you get this access to energy that is beyond the physicality. Okay, and when you do that, you start creating a life worth living. All right, and that is what all of my work is all about. It's helping you to what? Live fully. Right? To love with all you've got and to contribute your gifts meaningfully and powerfully. And you need energy to do that. And if you depend just purely on physical energy, we've only got so much time, energy that we can put our effort towards, and we need to sleep and we need to relieve and all those sorts of things. But when you just rinse and repeat daily, you just feel like you're just spinning around in a hamster wheel and not really getting anywhere other than like, wake up in the morning, wouldn't mind hitting snooze for a bit because you're not inspired, right? And then you're just pushing through your whole day and then just waiting till you get to the end, or you can get back into bed or distract yourself with something at the end of your day, right? Just doing stuff, right? Rather than creating a life from that centered self, from that inspired self, from that place that you actually need that untapped energy source in order to move the needle forward and create a life that you want by design. Okay, and so if you're interested in learning more about how to embody the centered self, because there's a universal centered self. You as an individual have your own highest kind of self qualities, right? You know, mine are definitely in the realm of being in a state of awe, like awakening to the realities and truths of life, being in alignment. They're about recognizing the beauty in the world. They're about engaging my brain and having emotional intelligence to make, you know, the people and the places and the things that I'm engaging even better because of my impact on them. It's about benevolence, right? Having the best interests of others at heart. It's also about having courage, you know, feeling the fear, but doing it anyway, committing, right, to what my path is and what's best in this moment, and also being consistent with all of that, right? Those are my individual higher self qualities that I check in with daily. I practice the embodiment of. And they give me fuel, they give me inspiration, they send me the message that I'm here, I'm centered, I'm aligned, right? And so that I can tap into my own inspiration as my fuel source. But we also have a universal kind of higher self. And there's these 9 different C's is what it's basically called, but they're different key ways in which you can clarify your higher self and get into that centered state so that you can tap into inspiration and fuel your life from that place. And that's what I'm going to be sharing with you guys who come and join me in the Free to Be Me with V session today, happening on Zoom in just less than 4 hours from now. We will be jumping on. It's all free for you guys. All you have to do is register. Oh, I forgot. That was one thing I forgot to do. So I will just drop the comment. I'll drop in the comments the link for you guys to register now. And oops. And all you have to do is click on that link, put your details in, and basically you'll be sent a Zoom link. You'll be able to jump on free to that call with us. And I'm going to dive in deeper and much more depth and make it applicable and actionable to you in your life so you can get some value from tuning into that centered self so that you can fuel your life from inspiration. All right, so that is my message for you guys today. I hope that it resonates with you. I hope to see you in either today's Zoom Free to Be Me session with V. And if you can't make that, because I know the time zones are a bit funny, we alternate the time zones each week. So when you click on the link in the comments, you'll be taken to a calendar. You can look at the dates for the remaining sessions in September. And you'll be able to sign up for any of those that will suit you. And like I said, it's all free. Everyone can join. Share it with your friends. The more the merrier, because when we get together from an inspired place, we energetically inform each other. It's much easier to tap into inspiration when you're surrounded by people who are inspired. All right, take it from me. I know all about it, and I hope that you do too in your own personal experience. You know, it's a real drainer when you're around negative people who don't want to do much in their lives or are afraid to do much in their lives versus when people are reaching, right? So the message that I did a few days ago, if you guys didn't check that out, go back and watch that one on being a go-getter and surrounding yourself with go-getters versus settlers, right? No judgment. We're all humans. We all fall into both sides of that equation. But if you consciously choose who it is that you are and who it is that you're surrounding yourself with, you'll consciously design your life in a direction that you most want. All right. Hope to see you guys in an upcoming session. If you have any questions about that or want to learn more, you can always reach out to me. No problems at all. Just shoot me a message or send me an email at vanessa@vanessajanepatrick.com. Love to connect with you. Love to support you, and hope to see you in one of our upcoming free sessions. Like I said, next one starting in less than 4 hours. So hope to see you at that one. And as always, my reminder to you is to go out there and live fully, give it all you've got, love deeply, don't hold back, and to contribute your unique gifts meaningfully and purposefully. All right, that's why you're here. Whatever those gifts are, if you're unaware of what they are, that's what I help people do massively, is to determine your unique gifts and get you about connecting with them and contributing them. All right, that's it from me. Quick hello to those who've joined is Donald and Habib and Jeannie and Yon and Marba. Good to see each and every one of you guys today. Hope this message hit you in the heart, and I'll look forward to seeing you guys very, very soon. Much love.